My name is Dr. Villnow. I'm a hair transplant specialist and I have done hair transplantation for over 20 years.
What's the difference between FUT transplants and FUE transplants?
In FUT transplants, you take a strip from the donor area, and with a FUE technique you take single grafts from the backside. The difference is that with a strip FUT you will harvest a small scar, and with FUE you have no really visible scars. If you do it for a big session, then it's easier and better to create a strip, so you can do it in one single treatment, and if you have time, if you want, you can use FUE, and then you have to do it on 2 days.
Okay, so what are the pros and cons? What are the advantages and disadvantages of FUT strip method?
The disadvantage is to get a small scar, and the advantage is to have more grafts in one session, so you have a 1-day treatment. And if you want a lot of grafts in FUE, you have to have 2-day treatments.
So does FUE yield fewer grafts than FUT?
In one session you get less grafts, a number of grafts.
Okay, but FUE could yield the same amount of grafts?
Yes, if you have time and you say, okay, I will stay for 2 days, you can also yield the same amount of grafts.
And in FUE, is there any visible scarring?
In FUE you will not have really visible scarring. It's like a very small point, but you can't really see it.
But in FUT you will have a scar along the back of your head?
In FUT you have a scar normally from ear to ear. It's very, very thin, and the upper hair will fall over the scars, but if you shave all your hair you can see it.
So for people who want to keep their hair short, cut very short, would you recommend FUE?
If you normally used to cut your hair very short, then it's better to take a FUE treatment.
What about people with long hair?
If people decide never shave their hair short and have long hair, I will say it's better to use the FUT.